Chairperson for SNES, Honorable Elizabeth, right. Veteran media person, ministers of states from sister continents, the Honorable Deputy Minister and MP for Motiano English Yamafu, Honorable Sylvester, the UN representative for Ghana, Honorable Charles Abani, my former colleague, the Director for UNESCO Addis Ababa Liaison Office, to the African Union and United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, Dr. Rita Isonau, the President of the Ghana Journalists Association, Mr. John Ford, the co-founder of the International Fund for Public Interest Media, Mr. James Dean, Director for Information and Communication, AU Commission, Ms. Leslie Richard, the representative of various media houses in Ghana and from other sister countries, our esteemed traditional authorities, especially Nanano and Name, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it is a great honor and privilege to be invited to the third African Media Convention here in Accra and to address you on the theme, enhancing freedom, innovation, and environmental sustainability in a dynamic media landscape. First, I bring you warm greetings from the President of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, who will join me tomorrow to close the convention. And also, warm greetings from the Vice President of our Republic, His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. All of whom are very excited with the opportunity for Ghana to host this prestigious convention. Ladies and gentlemen, environmental crisis driven deeply by rising climate change is severely biting all 54 countries on our continent. The crisis has resulted in excessive and long periods of droughts, rising temperatures, rising sea levels, including tidal waves and floods, and sinking many coastal communities that are below sea levels. According to Copernicus, the European Commission's institution in charge of climate change services, climate change has contributed to increasing heat recorded in history, with 2023 being the warmest on record at 1.48 degrees Celsius since regular tracking began in 1850. Indeed, April 2024 was warmer globally than any previous April in the data record, with an average surface air temperature of 15.03 degrees Celsius. The theme for this convention, enhancing freedom, innovation, and environmental sustainability in a dynamic media landscape could not have come at an opportune time for the African media to interact and deliberate on the role of journalists in combating both climate change and environmental crisis in Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, the press, which is considered as the fourth estate of the realm, constitutes a segment of society that has an indirect but influential role in political systems and their democracies. In the area of climate change, journalists play a crucial role in countering false narratives on climate change and environmental crisis through proactive, accurate, and objective reporting. Journalistic integrity is therefore key to promoting a healthy information ecosystem. We, as Africans, and the media in particular, have a special duty to reflect on the exercise of journalism and freedom of expression amid the global environmental crisis. It is noteworthy that climate change deniers have become increasingly untenable in the face of escalating environmental catastrophes occasioned by human activities. According to the State of the Climate in Africa 2022 report, these catastrophes, including floods and rising temperatures, threaten our very existence as Africans as they continue to pose an ever-growing risk to a healthy environment, food security, biodiversity, natural resource production, and sustainable development. In fact, researchers estimated that the impact of climate change on the African continent will be worse than slavery and colonialism, and thus behoves on the African media to accept its role in combating climate change and its attendant environmental crisis. Everyone deserves to live in a healthy environment. Therefore, environmental awareness is key to ensuring that people understand how their actions affect the environment. The media has a responsibility to keep everyone informed about the adverse effects of human activities and ultimately the protection of our environment. The media can also be used to influence public opinion on environmental issues, which could positively impact the larger society. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is important to emphasize that addressing environmental challenges is oftentimes pivoted on three-pronged approach, namely an effective legislative regime, an effective law enforcement process, and an effective media role in public education. Whereas the state performs two of the aforementioned roles, that is, an effective legislative regime and law enforcement, the role of the media remains imperative to the gains made thus far. The role of the media appears more expansive beyond public education. In recent times, most nations have had to grapple with adverse effects of disinformation and misinformation, which may either be spearheaded or oxygenated by some media organizations. I therefore charge you to be ambassadors of timely and accurate dissemination of information in safeguarding socioeconomic development across our continent. Again, as has been observed in the past, the media beyond its public public education mandates could also police important roles of the state, such as the development and enforcement of an effective legislative regime that guarantees environmental sustainability. In bringing my address to a close, I urge policymakers, international organizations, media practitioners, and other representatives of the African states present in Accra for the convention to use the occasion to highlight the importance of reliable and accurate information in addressing environmental crises, especially climate change and its disproportionate impact on Africa. I urge that we strengthen collaboration between media organizations, civil society organizations, governments, and international bodies to promote and to protect press freedom and freedom of expression. We must equally use the occasion to deliberate on sustainability of media practice in Africa, as well as raise awareness regarding threats by journalists and communication workers reporting on the environment. Let me use this occasion to advocate for greater support for the media to enhance their capacity for climate change reporting. Together, let us embark on this journey towards a prosperous future where environmental sustainability shines brightly and climate-smart reporting becomes a force for social and economic advancement in Africa. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, long live the African Media Convention, long live Africa